let's smoke a watermelon. So we're gonna start by taking off both ends to give us a nice base to be able to cut. Simply gonna go down the rind. Try not to take off too much. Take off some of these white ends. We have our watermelon ready to be brined. The most important part of this process is the brine. 2 tablespoons fresh cracked black pepper, about a cup of salt. And remember, these can be kind of ballpark. It doesn't have to be exact because it's just a brine. We're using whole cloves. You want about 4 of those. Juniper berries, same thing, about 3 or 4. And make sure that you take a nice knife and give those juniper berries a nice crush. Really releases that flavor. Then we're gonna go with about 2 tablespoons of oregano, and same thing with the bay leaves, about 2 or 3 bay leaves, fresh or dried as well. Tamari is a key ingredient. So we have all our ingredients in 2 quarts of water, and we're bringing this brine to a boil. The only thing I did not show, and this was on purpose because I need to stress the importance, is the addition of sodium hydroxide. This is food grade and you can purchase it right on Amazon. Very simple. We're gonna add 2 teaspoons of sodium hydroxide to the brine. So we took our 2 quarts of boiled brine and we added 4 more quarts of water and let that cool. Once it's cooled, we're gonna go ahead and add our half a cup or so of tamari. The meat teacher making a vegan watermelon ham. Our watermelon is in the brine in our food safe container. We're gonna make sure that we put a lid on top. This step is crucial as well. The watermelon has been brining, so we're simply going to take this out. Let some of that excess liquid drip off. Not a huge deal if it's still dripping a little because we're transferring it into a pan that's raised with a rack, like so. All right, now at this point, what we wanna do is make sure we dry the watermelon. We're gonna put it back in the refrigerator for about 3 to 4 hours until the outside becomes dry and tacky. Ready for the watermelon to hit the smoke. 2 hours, then we're gonna baste, and then another 2 hours, and hopefully this thing will be done. What we're starting with is some sprigs of rosemary. All right, and we're gonna drop those down on the sides. We're gonna go with 2 tablespoons of olive oil. And then we're gonna go ahead and take some garlic, and we're just gonna drop those in the pan. Now the key to this olive oil is as this starts to smoke, we're gonna actually begin to baste the watermelon in its own juices. We're running with a combination of hickory and apple. I wanted to throw a little bit of fruit wood in there, but we're gonna go ahead, drop that baby in there, and we're gonna let it start to smoke. So what we're gonna do now is crank this smoker up to 400 degrees, let it roll for about an hour or as long as we need to get a really beautiful dark color on the outside. We're gonna spoon those pan juices every 15 minutes as we do it. Oh, baby! And we're gonna let it rest for about 15 minutes.